On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here we go, son.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's got his target, Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
But once again, it's Mitchell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Reed from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Here we go, Slide.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. You can look at the defense for these Texans. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Attack, attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Here we go. Chip square.
From the 50, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Austin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone.
15 yards that time and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready?
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they... And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Hey, 43, 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have regained the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I ain't could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Harris buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And again, it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go.
Now Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields. That is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away. Calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On to punt it away. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now here's Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. In motion right comes Reed. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Fields trying to throw for it. Rolling to his right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Hamler now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Reed. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start playing.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the move to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Riblin.
They run over center with Mitchell, and he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he works free. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Attack!
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is 1st and 10. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Mahomes going to throw it here. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And fights through one man. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, son. Right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here we go. Angel. Go.
Here's Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
To throw is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Well, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.